Sup you guys, ASD Classified here. So, another comic book video about Power Rangers. So I read the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Anniversary Special, issue 1. So I guess there's going to be a bunch of other issues, I don't know. But I read issue 1, and it's made up of a bunch of different tales about different Power Rangers. So if you have not read this thing yet, and you're planning on getting it, if you do get it, just skip to the last story. Just skip to the last story. Just read the Trial of Astronema. The rest of the stories are whack, and it's a waste of your time, honestly. They're a waste of your time. Like, these stories, I guess they would be fine if it was for free. You know, if it was for free. But I paid like almost $9 for this, and it's just... none of these stories are worth it. They're just not. But if you got the Mario coins for it, if you do buy it, just read the Trial of Astronema, because that's the only one that was good. That's the only one. Like, that was a really good story, man. I'm not going to say it was amazing and mind-blowing, although there are some fans that thought that. But it was good, and I'm just going to leave it at that for me. It was a good story. And it really does ask an important question. Like, did we just let Corone off the hook too easily? Like, Corone was not just evil. She was the queen of evil. Like, that bitch ruled over all evil. Okay? And she committed all these atrocities within her own season. And then a bunch of atrocities that we don't even know about. Conquering other planets, you know, killing heroes and stuff. She did a lot of evil shit. Just in her short life, her very short life, she managed to be in the same rank as Lord Zed and Rita and Divatox and the Machine Empire. These are people that have been around for thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years. In her short little life of, what is she, like 20 or something at the time, she managed to be at their exact rank. And then she was ruling over them in the end. We might have let Corone off the hook a little too easily. You know, that is possible. But yeah, this Trial of Astronema, this was good. It was a great read. I loved it. So yeah, apparently, you know, Corone is still living on Miranoi, and apparently this intergalactic court or whatever, they just sent people to seize her in the middle of the night. Like, they just grabbed her out of her room and they brought her to court to have the trial, like, immediately. Like, we about to try this bitch. And then they're broadcasting the trial live throughout the entire universe, so everybody can view her. They're like, so her victims can see that justice is being done. So yeah, we had this Trial of Corone. Well, they call it Trial of Astronema. She's Corone now, you guys. Not the same. She's not wearing a wig. She's Corone. But yeah, they're having her trial. And then her brother Andro shows up, and Leo and Maya show up as well. And they're being like, this isn't fair. Like, she doesn't have anybody representing her. We're going to represent her and speak for her and speak on her behalf. So when they had witness testifying for everybody that was getting on the stand being like, yeah, Astronema, like, committed total genocide on my whole planet, and she enslaved all of us. For everybody who got on the stand and said that, you had one of the Rangers getting on the stand and be like, oh, you know, Corone is such a good person, and she's done a lot of good things to make up for her evil past, and, you know, it's not her fault that she was evil. You know, she was kidnapped by the evil Darkonda, and then she was forced by Dark Spectre and he clipped her to be evil, you guys. It's not her fault. You know, it's just this back and forth, you know. And then my favorite one was when Maya took the stand, and Maya was like, look, man, my former teammate Kendrix, she died in battle. And when she died, her ghost chose Corone to take her place and be the Pink Galaxy Ranger. And, you know, Corone has lived up to her reputation. Like, she fought as a Ranger with honor and integrity. She's done a lot of good and blah, blah, blah. And then, I guess the prosecutor came back and said, so, Miss Maya, you said that the first Pink Galaxy Ranger, she was killed because of the Pink Psycho Ranger. But Astronema created the Psycho Rangers, right? So that means Astronema is responsible for Kendrix dying. But you sit up here congratulating Astronema when she's responsible for your teammates' death. What kind of shit is that? I loved it. I loved it. But it also made me question some things. So this guy said that Astronema created the Psycho Rangers. Not sure how true that is, because, you know, the show never ever the show never explained how the Psycho Rangers came to be. Okay, the Psycho Rangers were just there one day. And we knew that their power comes from Dark Spectre, and they were draining the shit out of Dark Spectre. That's all we knew. We never knew who created them, you know. So, Astronema may or may not have, but say that she did. If she did make them, she made them when she was under Dark Spectre's influence. Like, Dark Spectre had this thing implanted in her brain at this point. So it wasn't really Corone making this decision. She had an evil implant in her brain that made her do this. And they could, and the Rangers didn't even argue there. I mean, Maya probably wouldn't know that, but Andros would. And Corone would, but Corone wouldn't have brought it up anyway. Corone kind of felt that she should be punished. Because she was literally like, look, whatever the court decide, that's what they decide. Because she just felt that, you know what, you're right. I did a lot of evil shit, and maybe I should be punished. But yeah, Astronema shouldn't be blamed for what the Psycho Rangers did because evil implant. But yeah, the court made their ruling, and it seemed like they were going to punish Astronema. I don't know what the punishment was going to be. Andros was under the impression that they were going to put her to death. And they might have, because they really didn't like her. So the court was saying, oh, you know, we weighed all the evidence, and we do acknowledge that Corone has done a lot of good now, and as a Power Ranger, blah, 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 blah. But she did a lot of evil shit. So we're going to sentence that bitch to... And before, you know, they gave the sentence, Astronema appeared. Like, old school Astronema appeared with the purple wig, with the raft staff. She attacking people in there. So I'm like, I'm back, baby. And then Andros was like, oh yeah, you know, when Zordon died, you know, the Z-Wave hit and it removed all that evil out of Corone. And that evil manifested into his own version of Astronema, and that's what's attacking us right now, right? So Astronema was attacking the people, and at this point in the comic book, I was starting to get upset. I was starting to get upset because I'm like, this is too easy. This just absolves Corone of everything. If this really is the evil in Astronema that's been taken out or whatever, like, I was getting upset. I'm like, this is stupid. But yeah, evil Astronema was attacking the people. Andros grabs Corone. They're like, okay, come on, we gotta go. And Corone's like, well, wait, we gotta help these people. Andros like, nah, that'll be all right. I knew something was up then. When the Powers was like, nah, they'll be fine. Instead of helping people, something is up. So, Andros and Leo and Maya and Corone, they got the hell out of there. They got in the astromech ship and took off. Then the guards at the court managed to shoot down Astronema and destroy her. And then on the mega ship, Andros revealed to Corone that, nah, that wasn't like some manifestation bullshit. That was just a solid hologram I just made off the cuff. I just made that right now, and you know, I just wanted to fool them so you could get out of, you know, being murdered. Corone was pissed. She was pissed. So Andros just tricked the highest court in the universe to get his sister, you know, off, you know, free, you know. And Corone was pissed because she had already made the decision that whatever the court decide, I'll be okay with it. But Andros took that decision out of his hands because Andros was like, they were going to kill you. They were going to kill you, and I'm not going to let them kill my sister. They're not going to put you to death. It's not going to happen. But Corone was pissed, and she slapped Andros, and I loved it. She was like, how dare you? That was my decision and my decision alone. Okay, do you know how hard it is for me to live with this shit? All the terrible things I've done? You know how hard it is for me to live on Miranoi every day? Every day. I had to remind myself to be good, you know, to be better. To not, you know, every time these little kids come up to me, I had to remind myself not to slap the shit out of them. And just be a good person and just keep my manners and stuff every day. I felt for Corone in that scene. But I'm also like, Corone, you're being a little too hard on yourself. I mean, you were conditioned to be evil for years. I mean, you gotta unlearn that. It takes time, okay? Just be a little patient with yourself. You gotta unlearn, you know, not to be completely vicious and slit people's throats every time they come up to you. It's an unlearning process. You know, be kind to yourself, Corone. But yeah, I mean, Corone kind of felt like she was just tired of living, and she would have been okay with them executing her if that's what it came to. But yeah, both sides had valid points. Like, Andros had a good point and Corone had a good point. And that's what makes the story so good. It's like, I can side with both of them. I understand where both of them are coming from, man. At the end of the story, Corone said, look, I'm about to go wherever the fuck I want to go. Don't follow me, Andros. If you try to follow me, if you try to contact me, you're going to find out how much of Astronema is still in me, baby. You don't want to do it. I love it. I love this story, man. Oh my gosh. It was so good. It was so good. You know, for those who haven't even read it yet, I probably spoiled the fuck out of it. But there is one important thing that I did. Oh, I'm about to spoil it right now. So if you don't want to hear that, if you don't want to hear that, just cut the video off and go buy or get the issue however you get it. You know, but yeah, there was a scene where Doggy Kruger was at the trial. Doggy Kruger was at the trial, and he testified that Corone, when she was an astronomer, she gave these like top secret codes to Emperor Grum, and that's what he used to be able to invade Kruger's home planet and kill all his people. So Astronomer was indirectly responsible for all of Doggy Kruger's people being killed. Crazy. Well, at least according to this comic, anyway. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, maybe Corone should have had like a few years up in jail or something, you know. In hindsight, I mean, that should have been a little some type of punishment, you know. I think a few years in jail. That, you know, I mean, you gotta weigh in all the good she's done. Especially, she was chosen to be a Power Ranger. That has to weigh in at some point. Like, the Quasar Sabers don't pick anybody evil. So she was chosen to be a Ranger. That has to weigh in somehow. But yeah, I mean, a few years in jail. You know, even in Naruto, like Sasuke even spent time in jail. They just didn't let Sasuke roam. You know, he went to jail for a little bit. You know, Corone could go to jail for a little bit. Get some type of punishment, you know. I don't want her to die. Don't want her to be put to death. But some type of punishment was needed, you know. But yeah. The rest of the stories, like I said, they were whack. The only one that I kind of enjoyed, aside from the, you know, Trial of Astronema, I like the one with Aisha and Adam. That one was cute, but it plays on my nostalgia. Because, I've said it before, Season 2, that's my season, man. That is my season. That's the season I grew up with. That's my childhood. When I think of the Power Rangers, I think of those Rangers. I don't think of the original 6. I think of White Ranger Tommy, Kimberly, Billy, Rocky, Adam, and Aisha. Those are my Power Rangers, man. So, in this comic, like, they like, it's lifelike. Like, they look exactly like the real Adam and Aisha. They were drawn to look just like them. I love it. So, it's a cute little story. You know, Aisha, this is when after they did the power transfer. It takes place a little bit after that. So Aisha and Iltis, they're new, and Aisha feeling like she has to prove herself to be like, you know, a real Ranger on the team. Like, you know, everybody else so experienced, and then Rocky and Tommy have become best friends. I don't know when that happened, but I don't know that Rocky was any closer to Tommy than anybody else, but okay. Rocky is best friends with Tommy now, but whatever. Aisha felt that she had to prove herself, and Adam was like, okay, fine, I'll help you out, whatever. They had this fight with Goldar. He destroyed the Rad Bug, so I guess that explains why we never saw the Rad Bug again. So yeah, it's a cute little story. It's not revolutionary or anything, but it's cute. You know, I liked it. And I liked the end where, like, Tommy, Billy, Kimberly, and Rocky are just looking at the viewing globe, and they see that, you know, Aisha and Adam kicked ass. Like, they kicked Goldar's ass. It's like they're just watching, like, yep, good job, guys. It's like, y'all should have got your asses out there and help. What the fuck? But y'all still be watching the viewing globe. Yep, good job. But it was cute. I liked it enough. Yeah, the rest of them, yeah, I didn't really enjoy them at all. There's a story where Tommy was being attacked by some evil pet dog, Scorpina or some shit. It was weird, and there was a whole lot of continuity errors. Like, apparently that was supposed to take place, like, in Season 2 time. Like, Tommy was the White Ranger, but Rita's there, and the palace looks like the Season 1 palace, and not like Lord Zed's Season 2 palace. And she used like the Season 1, like Venster's putties were there instead of Lord Zed's Z putties. It was just a lot of continuity errors, and it wasn't even that good of a story anyway. It was just whack. But it really did feel like classic Season 2 at the end. Like, Tommy did all the work. Tommy did all the work. He saved the day, and then the other Rangers gonna show up posing like, Tommy, we're here, we're ready to fight. It's like, bitch, the fight already over. What the hell? What are you talking about? Tommy handled everything like he used to handle everything in Season 2. So, whatever. Story was whack. The story with the Mystic Forest, that was whack. That was whack. I'm upset that was whack too. I was looking forward to that one because it had Mystic Mother, and I was hoping they might explain Mystic Mother. You know, because Mystic Mother is apparently supposed to be Rita being good now, whatever. You know, after Rita was purified by Zordon's way, she became the Empress of Good Magic or something. But Mystic Mother in this comic book issue, this takes place when Udana was young. This is after the Great Battle in Mystic Force. So Udana was young. The Great Battle happened in the late 80s. Rita was still in the dumpster then, and evil. So why is Mystic Mother there? Never explained. And I was hoping that we might get some type of backstory about Mystic Mother. If you're gonna use her, no backstory. She's just there for a minute, speaking in rhymes and riddles and shit. It's just, I hate that. I hate that trope in like magic stories where they have this character that speaks and like, you know, mysticism. Oh, you know, the answer will reveal itself in time or so. Just speak. What the fuck are you talking about? I hate this shit. And they had Mystic Mother talking like that. No thanks. But yeah, it made no sense that Rita would be there and be good in the 80s. No sense. And I was hoping that maybe the story would be like, oh, you know, Mystic Mother was actually Rita's mother, which is what I always wanted her to be. I wanted her to be Rita's mother. You can explain how Mystic Mother laid with Master Violet if you want to. But I don't really care about that. Just say that she's Rita's mother. It helps with continuity. But they didn't do that. They just had her there or whatever. It made no sense. They had this story where Udana thinks that her husband is still alive, so she uses astral projection to go to the underworld. And she's looking for Limbo. She finds Korad. Korad beats the shit out of her. I don't know how he does that when she's a spirit. It's astral projection. How are you able to attack her? But whatever, he's beating the shit out of her. And after, you know, like broke her legs and broke rib cages and shit, he's like, oh yeah, you have honor and whatever, I'll let you live. And then she went back home, and then I guess she forgot this event. Like she was saying like she was losing memories of it or whatever, and then I don't know, Mystic Force comes years later or some shit. It was weird. It was weird. What was the other story? Oh, there was a story with the ninja steel. I think that was the one I hated the most. No surprise there. Anything with ninja steel sucks. But yeah, it was whack. And I thought I was gonna like it, you know, with Alpha 5 being there, but no, it was whack. Apparently the Rangers had to fight some Cthulhu monster or some shit, and the Ninja Steel Rangers were able to time travel or something and meet up with the Mighty Morphin Rangers in their prime or something. It was stupid. It was just stupid. And then the ending was like every episode of Megaforce, where they talk about how Earth is great, humans are wonderful, and Power Rangers will endure. Yay! It's whack. So yeah, Trial of Astronema, that was really good. 5 out of 5. The rest of those stories, yeah. So if you're watching this video and you've read that comic book, what do you think about it? Let me know in the comments if you would be so kind. Or if you have not read the issue and you just watched my whole video, what do you think about Astronema being held responsible for all the crimes she has done throughout the universe? Let me know in the comments. You be so kind. Alright, later guys. Ciao, mata.